Hi everybody. I am getting ready for Raylan's party, which is next Saturday. She'll be one on Thursday. And well, I guess he's gonna record it. You don't want to record it? I'm not putting you on camera, babe. It's facing me right now. Is this all you're gonna do is just hold it? That's it? You don't want to be on camera? Why? Okay, he's camera shy, but this is what I'm making. I have 2 of them already, well 4, but I'm still working on those 2. And if you guys can't see, it's basically a banner. She has 6 letters, so this is 2, this is 4, and I have 2 more, so I have just enough to do her name. Yes, I have water in my tub. My hair is soaking right now. I know I was supposed to do a video on that too, but I'm still in the process of doing that right now. I did hydrogen peroxide and baking soda, and it did lighten up pretty well. Right now it's drying. I shouldn't let it dry with the shampoo on it, so I'm gonna rinse it out and let it air dry. Came out pretty nice though. Oh, focus is messed up. Okay, but this is what I'm making, and when I'm finished, I'm gonna get some black paint and write her letters, the letters of her name on it, and then we're gonna hang it up. Yay! So to start, you would need, I don't know, a pack of these. I got these from. You remember where I got these from? I think I got them from Michael's. I think it was a pack of 8. And it came with the hooks. I don't know where the hooks are because I opened it and misplaced all that stuff. My cameraman is tired. He's yawning. But I start with one of these, okay? Doesn't have to be pre-painted or anything, and what I have here is just a mix of Elmer's glue, regular school glue, and some good old-fashioned H2O. Okay, and what I did was I poured the glue in here, and I put it's on the mirror. Put water in there, and I mixed it. And I have a solution here that's sort of runny, which is what you're going for, because it's basically paper mache on top of paper. Yeah, I guess. Alright, and what you do is you take it, brush the glue mixture on there very lightly. I mean, not really lightly, but you don't want to soak it to where it's not really durable anymore. And this is kind of thick, so you would have to basically saturate it for it to be messed up. So you want to cover the whole thing with the glue solution. Not really going to be able to see it because it's white. Here I have some pre-torn up paper. This is just tissue paper. You can get it from the dollar store, and just basically put it on there. No matter what order or however, don't really matter. Just get the paper on there. That's the end goal. Get the paper on there. Do a variation of colors though, because you don't want it to be all one color unless you do. In that case, you just brush it and put the whole piece of paper, whatever color you want it to be, just make it that. So just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Or if you want to take the lazy way out, you can pull them in and just fill the paper. Of course, you're going to have to clean it up a little bit, but that's the easy way to do it. Alright? And once you get one layer of paper on there, shake off the excess or pull off the excess, whichever you choose. And you're going to take some more of the mixture. If you want to dip your brush again, you can, just to make sure you have enough. And you're going to go over the paper with it, okay? Just be gentle because you don't want to rub the paper off. On the first couple of ones, I did avoid the holes, but being that it's tissue paper, it wouldn't be much to just take something and poke right through it, so I don't really care at this point. But if you want to avoid the holes, by all means, avoid them. And you're just brushing, making sure everything is saturated, because when it dries, you want it to dry as flat as possible. You don't need to apply any extra heat unless you're in a rush or something. But you don't need to apply any extra heat or anything. You can just let these air dry for the most part. I think I need to turn my camera around because he can't see, and he's no, I can't turn it around right now, so you're gonna have to pay attention, honey, instead of letting it dry. Thanks, cameraman. Brush, 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 brush. And anything that's hanging over the sides of the triangle with the paper wet, you're gonna fold it back in and just go over it with your finger or the brush or whatever you choose, and just make sure that it is saturated as well, because you don't want it to be loose, because if it's loose, it's not going to dry correctly unless you're going for a popcorn look. But I don't think that would be ideal, being that I am writing her name on it. That would not be a very easy surface to write on. So you're just making it as thin as possible, or as flat, I'm sorry, as possible. And if you need more glue, apply more glue. But this is a really nice idea if you're having a toddler party, hence me, or just any event that you want to brighten up, liven up with a banner, order, whatever. You can do this. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I have to put more down here. Okay. As far as measurements go for the glue and water, hi, hey baby. I was peeking through the hole to make sure she was alright. She was asleep, and she's up sitting in the bed playing with the remote control. So my cameraman is now gone, and this is the first layer. That's my dryer. Oh, actually that's my washing machine. I'm washing clothes, mom duties, getting things done, okay? But this is the first layer. I think I'm gonna add more because it doesn't seem as I guess full as I would like it to be. So I'm going to apply more paper. I think I got enough orange. Throw some green. Oh, that's pink. I don't want that much pink. Pink is on there already. Green. Some more dot paper. And again, I just got this paper from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you have a Dollar Tree where you are, but if you do, they are actually the GOAT when it comes to DIY. You can find a lot of little nicks and knacks at the Dollar Tree that you can either do more with, or you can, you know, use it as is. But if you're very creative, some of you are, I am one of those people. As you can see, I'm not paying anybody to do this for my daughter's birthday. I'm doing it because I like stuff like this. It's not hard, and I mean, for some it is a stress reliever. I mean, sometimes it can be a stress reliever for myself, and I've had a heck of a week. So I figure, why not get some stuff out of the way for the party next weekend, instead of, because I'm gonna have the kids over. We'll go live. I'll definitely let you guys meet them. Not the kids, mainly the girls. They're gonna help me make the Rice Krispie treats. We're gonna be making some unicorn food, and I think that's pretty much it. I may do cupcakes. I'm not sure at this point. I don't know yet. Maybe if I feel up to it, I may do cupcakes. I don't know. But as of right now, we're just doing the unicorn food and different variations of Rice Krispies. I bought the colorful Twizzlers. Just trying to think what else I bought. I can't really remember right now. But you guys will see next Friday evening. Well, this Friday evening. It's Saturday. Friday has passed. This Friday evening you guys will see. We will go live. Me and Naya will probably go live. If you're not subscribed to her channel, I am Naya. Naya is in caps. It's my cousin. We're both working on this YouTube thing, you know. You'll actually see us prank her brother in her first video. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Go follow her. You can catch that video. I actually shared it on my Facebook, Brianna Standifer. Instagram, Buns Bakery _0924. Buns, Buns. Buns Bakery. It was an inside joke, but we were talking about our buns. I may go back and do some more a little later once it dries. These are the other two that I've done. So it's not really too much to it. And as you can see, they have bent a little bit due to the water. But if you don't want them to dry that way, I don't see an issue with it. I'm not going to be that picky because it's going to be hung up anyway. It doesn't really matter. As long as her letters are visible, that's all I really care about. I'm going to do that a little later. This one actually has a little bit of her room paint in it. But I think for this I am pretty much done. And I do have yarn. I have yarn. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the holes are exhausted. Not exhausted, that wasn't the right word. I'm going to make sure the holes are visible on both sides. Accessible. And I'm going to take the yarn, string it through, take it in the back, pull it through the front, or pull it through the front, take it through the, it doesn't matter. If you don't want the yarn to show, you're going to have to go from one end and take it across the back to the other end. You will see the yarn coming out of the holes, but you will not see it across the top of your banner. If you are that picky. I'm not that picky. It's a 1-year-old's birthday. After her party, these are going in the garbage. So, yeah. Wasn't very expensive. And it's fun, festive. Okay. I have one more to do. This one I kind of jacked up. But it'll still get the job done. That's 3. This is 5. This will be 6. And I will have all of the panels for Raylan's name. She does not have a high chair, so we are not putting it on her high chair. She has booster seats. And I love those, love those, love those. Because if I wanted to travel with them, I could take them out with me to a restaurant as opposed to the big, funky high chair that you have sitting in the walkway. Just a personal preference of mine. I mean, we do get high chairs because I do not bring it with me everywhere that we go. But it's a convenience thing sometimes. We just don't have the time or we forget. So, yeah, it does not go with me everywhere. But if it did, my life would be a lot easier. And again, just brush it with the water solution, the glue solution. Very liberally, and you place your papers. When we ripped this up, I actually let her help. She enjoyed it. She got to rip something up, which she kind of does anyway. Paper towels, napkins, basically whatever she can get her hands on. Yeah, that's a lot of orange. You know what? I don't have any yellow. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. but I don't have any yellow. I just realized that. Oh, life goes on. Her birthday party theme, if anyone is wondering, is unicorn. As is her room. I can show you guys that another time. Right now, we're just focusing on her party decor. And this is something that I do. You don't have to do it. You can do the paper first and then clean it up. But I kind of clean up as I go so I can know where to put what. And I know this is kind of pointless, but I am putting white tissue paper on there. I don't know. It just, I had it. I wasn't going to use it. I don't use tissue paper to wrap my gifts or anything. So, I think I had this from her baby shower, from when we had the baby shower. I don't know why I kept it. I think I thought I was going to use it to wrap gifts. But I haven't really been invited anywhere that requires gifts. So, yeah. And if you're using the brush, it does make application a little easier as far as the cleanliness of it goes. I mean, either way, if you prefer to get your hands a little dirty, you can do that by all means. At the end of the day, I don't have to wash your hands. You do. So, again, this is a portion of it prior to the second application of paper. And if you want, if the pieces you see are too big, just quickly adjust it. It's nothing hard. It's not rocket science. I promise you that. I am not a rocket scientist. So basically that's it. And this is the dried product. I can kind of clean it up a little bit. And another thing, if you still feel when you get to this point, I just let it sit and air dry. Pretty much takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much of the glue and water solution you choose to put on. If you put it under a fan, it will dry quicker. But then again, that is a personal preference. If you're in a time bind, I would suggest the fan or a blow dryer. Just don't put direct heat on it because it is paper, and paper is flammable, period. Let me see if this glue is flammable. Doesn't say, but it does mention that it is not for heated surfaces. So I'm assuming that it is sort of flammable. Yes, do not use direct heat. If you're going to use a blow dryer, I would say maybe a 8 to 10 inch distance is what I would give. Maybe a little further. But yeah, if you're in a bind, you can definitely quick dry it with your fan or the blow dryer if you don't have a fan. Again, it's totally up to you. This is something you can do the day before. It does not have to be done this far in advance, but for me, being that I will have other things that I need to make sure are in the correct place, I was going ahead and doing it now, getting it out of the way. One less thing to worry about when it does come down to it. And I don't like to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off on the day of any event, whether it's my daughter's first birthday, baby shower, bridal shower. I haven't had a bridal shower yet, but we're working on it. I'm not a last minute person. I'm really not. It's stressful for me, so I try my best to get things done ahead of time so I don't have to be stressed out. Okay, and I'm just going back over with glue and paper. Once you get the first layer, remember you take another coat and you just go over the top layer lightly. Clean it up, clean in the edges. And if you would like to let it dry in between layers, you can do that. I mean, it's not really required or anything. It would be, again, a personal preference if that's something that you would like to do. That is always an option for you. Me, personally, I let them air dry again. And you can go over it as many layers as you would like until you get your desired look. Me personally, a lot of the layers don't need to be, like, it doesn't need to be too much. And I am kind of on a time constraint right now because I have to be to work at 5. And it is now 4:14. So I'm gonna leave this where it is for now. I think they look pretty good. And I have all 6 prepared for her name. Brush it once more to make sure everything is covered and let it dry. Let it dry, let it dry. And I'm going to clean up the ones that I already have. It's a little harder after you let it dry. It is still possible though. Just a little harder after you let it dry. Again, you can use these for any purpose that you see fit. You can use one color if you would like. But being that her theme is unicorn, whimsical, fun, alright. So being that her theme is unicorn, whimsical, fun, I decided to go with the colorful paper. And that is that. I will attach a picture or post a picture later of the finished product. But as of now, I have to go. Ta-ta for now. Bye.